I did lose a lot of money in those things, but I never lose my vision. Every time keep a smile, whether there is worry in his head or no, keep a smile, do a proper communication, do a proper recommendation. It's a toughest job.
Yeah.
Handling staff also is a toughest job.
Hey everyone, good evening. Welcome to another insightful podcast, Wealth Code with Dr. VInith Dcosta. We have got an amazing guest today, and we are normally having this show where we are calling different people who have excelled in their fields. So today we have a man behind AAYAN'S kitchen, Mr. AAYAN, who's known for taking the brand from popularity to legacy. AAYAN'S shawarma is one of the most famous shawarmas anyone has heard across Mangalore. So from having this kind of a conversation to going beyond that and reinventing something is what this man is known for. We are very happy to have you here, Mr. AAYAN. Welcome to this podcast here at VD & Associates.
Thank you, Vinith, so much for inviting me here. This is my first ever podcast which I'm doing it, and this is a good platform to be here. So thank you very much for bringing me.
Welcome. We are happy to have you here, Mr. AAYAN. So we're always thinking about how your business is growing. AAYAN'S Kitchen is doing a great job. I have personally been there multiple number of times. Okay. I still remember 2 to 3 years back when I had the Ariali shawarma, right, which was very spicy, and any number of water bottles were not enough to take that spice. So this is what AAYAN'S Kitchen is, and this is the spice level and the blend that you all are known for.
Yeah,
right. And I think that is very important. So we'll just ask you certain questions, right? How was your start to AAYAN'S Kitchen? What were you doing before that?
Before that, see, I'm born in Mangalore itself.
Okay.
My education I pursued in Bombay.
Okay.
So after my education, I was working in Gulf country. I had a vision to open a restaurant.
Okay. From before.
Okay. I wanted, after certain type of corporate work, I want to own a business. So what happened is, we were planning after my marriage, we were planning where to open. And I didn't wanted a hustle bustle area wherein Bombay, Bangalore, where the life is hectic over there.
Right.
And this is my birthplace, and every year during my school age time, I used to come here for vacations.
Okay.
So we traveled to Bangalore, I and my wife, after my wedding. We saw some places and it clicked. I said, something I want to open at my birthplace. So that's how we came up with AAYAN'S Kitchen in Mangalore.
So vision was there to open a hotel, but were you sure which type of see, we'll have a menu also in mind, or the product, food item also in our mind. So was that also already there, or no, it came eventually over the process?
No, my two main things were, one is a shawarma department, and the another major which I had a vision for is North Indian cuisine food.
Okay.
Because born in Mangalore, I was brought up in Bombay. I had both tastes.
Right.
But I liked North Indian food, the flavors, the aromas, the breads. So I wanted to open something in North Indian food over here.
Okay. Okay.
So the process, the vision, everything was inside our mind. And when I opened also a small outlet, which was about 15 seaters, it was shawarmas and Indian cuisine only.
Okay. Okay.
So that's how it started.
Wow. Wow. So this was your start. So definitely, as every businessman, as every founder, there are a lot of hardships that comes across your way, and you have overcome most of it.
Yeah.
Right. So talking about certain important aspects, right? Whenever you talk about AAYAN'S Kitchen, the first thing comes in mind is shawarma, right? And like I already said, I've already told the audience that even I have come there multiple number of times. But shawarmas, which was initially there, went missing, over the years, right? This is a question which I wanted to put in somewhere later in the podcast.
Okay.
But because the ideology and what people also are very much wanting to know is about the shawarmas. And there were so many options. When you talk about shawarma, when you go to any other places, it's only one or two types of shawarmas. Here there were so many options of shawarmas, right? And there was king shawarma, classic shawarma, jumbo shawarma, Ariali, and everything that was known for, right? But if you have to tell me, uh, how was it when the shawarma business was going on for you? First, I want to understand that experience.
See, we placed a shawarma outlet because it is an easy QSR to do it. It's a easy snack item that people come it, have it in a wrap and go. So that's how what we did is first we came up with shawarma department as well as the Indian department. A major focus for shawarma department was a strategic wise, so that it's a trending item. During those days, it was very trending item. So we came up with shawarmas. We said, we'll go with multiple flavors of it. Like you said, specific Haryali. There were many with king shawarmas, with spicy shawarmas. So we made one cluster of youth so that, they come at one place, have shawarmas and spread the word out. And the other items will also move in along with it. So it was a hook which we had created in Mangalore, opening a shawarma department.
Okay. Wow, that is that is really a very good marketing idea also for the viewers to understand.
It's a
right?
strategy.
So the strategy worked, things were going fine, right? You all were known for shawarmas, but definitely, like you said, there were other departments also, biryanis, the northern cuisine, what you spoke about, everything was there. What made you take that decision of stopping shawarmas?
See, for people, it is like I have stopped shawarmas. Yes, I have stopped shawarmas for a certain period of time as of now. But in a visionary head, it is still there. But the thing is, shawarma is just a QSR outlet. My vision, my focus is very majorly, I need an exposure. So that's how we came into this Indian cuisine, which caters a lot of items, with a lot of family dinings, which a lot of exposure. Like, being into this field, I can enter into events, I can enter into catering, I can do any party management things. And it is a major work. My vision, my focus, my everything is exposure. I need that exposure. Being into just a shawarma outlet as a QSR outlet, that exposure wouldn't be, achievable.
So it is a very difficult decision any business owner would have taken, right?
Yeah.
Because this particular product is going to get revenue for you.
Yes.
Now you have fought for your brand identity, if I can understand, right?
Yes,
you wanted to be known as a premium dining hotel, and people can come, the families are invited, and you wanted people to know you, your identity this way, right? So you took this decision.
Yeah.
But what happens is usually people get comfortable over the process. What I learned from you here is you did not get comfortable with that. Now, if I say in trading, I have a strategy that works for me, I will not move to another strategy because I'm comfortable. This strategy is giving me profits. But you try to reinvent something else where you took that challenge and things went forward.
Yes.
Right? So how were these challenging times in terms of the support that you have got from your family? And when you moved, I'm definitely sure that since AAYAN'S Kitchen was already established, I don't think that was very challenging. But again, there will be certain kinds of things you will see that, okay, now you have to focus on other areas, other products. People come and ask for shawarmas. I have personally been there to AAYAN'S Kitchen and I asked, and people say there's no shawarmas here. Right? So yeah, how was that journey in between?
See, that was very difficult part was there. When customers used to come at 4 o'clock, 4:30 expecting there'll be shawarmas. And just to hear that there is no shawarmas, so they were like, what to do now? Can I not even get one? So that was the question. So it was a challenging thing. But that challenge, now I have taken that decision. So I have to convince that customer to go from a shawarma to a biryani to a alfam. That is my challenge. And if I have that thing in me that I can convert him into another thing, so I knew I have achieved it. I can bring back the shawarma if it is going flop. If my restaurant is not going good, I'll bring back the shawarma. It's an easy thing. But just to work hard and to convince that customer to take something else rather than a shawarma, that worked. So it's been, I think, about 2.5 years I've stopped shawarmas, but not in a visionary way. It is there in my head. But the customers have tried different items and my restaurant is still, the volume is there, the average order value is there. They are coming for dining. Earlier it was only youth which were coming because shawarma is little bit of youth based. Now I have reservations for 20, 25, 30 members who are waiting, who are into, I want Mughlai food, I want naan, I want tandoor. So it is a challenge. But, if I had stopped there and success was here, if I had stopped and given up, I would have gone back. But I tried to climb that one more step so that I achieve that success.
Okay, so when we come across AAYAN'S kitchen recently, there was the Ramzan and the iftar and all this. So many items that you all have launched. The new things that have come in your menu. Definitely, we'll be putting out the things. We'll be putting out the description of your hotel, the contact number, everything, so that the viewers can definitely go and check out for these new items. But what I want to understand is, even for the iftar, you all have a setting outside that happens and everything, right? How do you consider that particular 1 month compared to the other months in terms of the footfall that comes to your restaurant? It might be a strategical question for me to ask you, but definitely people come there, right? In the evenings, 5, 6, the people come there, and when they break the fast, especially the crowd that is coming in. So how would that be different? Because I'm definitely sure when there are people around, there is a lot of positive energy, right? Anywhere in any business, right? There's a lot of positive energy. So how that 1 month or that 45 days is different from the other months?
See, first of all, the thing is how it is different. First is our fasting is there, that is there. So what happens is the outlet, whatever we open, is from 4 till 7:30 only. The restaurant is not open.
Okay.
So what happens is, because the fasting is there, there are people which come in volume. They like the snacks item during this month.
The restaurant is not open at all.
Restaurant is not
only
open.
4 to 7:30 it is
4
open.
to 7:30 it's open.
Okay.
So there are a lot of crowd which comes in at that time. The volume is there. The business is same as if it is open full day also and this also, I think sometimes this is more profitable.
Oh, okay.
Because the crowd gathering is more.
Okay.
Everybody, what happens is in their mind, it is like they're fasting, they need snacks. So the best part is not only those Muslim customers are there. There are other religion-based customers who enjoy those snacks items.
Yes.
And because of them, the footfall also increases and they see the restaurant also outside.
Right.
So what happens, because of that marketing over there also, they come to know there is a restaurant also which we can come for dining.
Right.
So in a way, it is like for business. See, it is any way, anytime you have to do business, you have to do. You have to put your mind, if it is fasting, if it is some some LPG issue, some other issue, you have to crack your brain and you have to do, I will do this business this particular way.
Right.
So that's how we never stop.
When I'm hearing this from you, I feel today evening I should come and have dinner at AAYAN'S kitchen only.
So right now there is a renovation going on.
Okay.
So we'll be opening tomorrow again.
Oh, okay. So tomorrow is your opening. I think it's a good day to be in this podcast and everything. That time also. So renovation in the sense, like, what have you all exactly improved?
So see,
as you said
now as per the years what we have gone, first it was 12 sittings, So from there we went to 72 sittings. There was one section which was AC, one section which was not AC. And being in Mangalore, the climate gets really hot over here.
Right.
So as per the customers' feedbacks, they want to sit nicely. They want to have a peaceful meal. So what we have done, we have made the complete section as AC. We have kept a live kitchen for them. The experience is going to be much more better than the experience.
You all have kept a live kitchen for them.
Yeah, it's a live kitchen also. Our roti section, our tandoor section, our kebab section, all is live for the customers.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is a new thing that is going to be put in.
Yes. It's already been done. Tomorrow we are opening, so everybody can have a look on that.
So all the best on that also.
Yeah, thank you.
I think we are supposed to tell this at the end, but this is spoken now only. But anyways, okay. So coming to your life, Mr. AAYAN, as I can see, your wife is also a very important pillar in your life, and she supported you a lot.
Important pillar. Yeah.
Okay, so I just want to know about your life and the decisions you both have taken together, because you all are an inspiration when the couples are involved in one type of a business. There's a lot to learn for us from that.
Yeah.
So if you can share certain important points on this.
See, being with my wife, I can be open. I don't have a business partner. I have a wife who's my partner only.
Wow.
So we can talk. We can fight also with each other, but we can come up with a solution. With other partners, if you fight, either you leave it or the partner will leave and go.
Right.
So here the decisions were, though cooperative decisions also, there were fight also with amongst each other, but it was for the growth of the restaurant itself. So being with her and her expertise in hospitality, because she is also from a hospitality background, I am also from that. In Gulf I was into construction, so that is also hospitality based work. So we both came up with this thing, this section department you will work, this section I will work. I will work in regards to food. She being a lady, she knows how to handle the accounting. She knows about how the cleaning should be there.
Right.
So both came in together, and it's been, I think, about 5.5 years we
Wow.
are together, being over
Working
there.
on it.
She's every day she will be there. She's
Wow.
there. So if I have some another work, another meeting, I know the restaurant is in the best of the best, and
Right.
better than me also.
Right.
So that's how we were.
Wow, amazing. Most of the people will see AAYAN'S Kitchen only from their Instagram or the social media
Yeah.
point of view.
In
To know
Instagram
the-
also you'll see my face only, but
Yeah.
the hard work is by her,
Wow.
which has been done. I'm not an Instagram person.
Okay.
So, but she's the one, she wants me as an identity. She
Wow.
will push me. So she does all these things selflessly. So that's how.
So we are knowing the background story of AAYAN'S Kitchen today, right? So that is a very important thing. I'm happy to know that deep. But yes, the support that is done, and when two partners work together with right coordination and the rapport and the chemistry that you all build, itself will lead to success,
Yeah,
right? And
that is-
you guys are an example for that. So congratulations on that aspect
Thank
again,
you so much.
right? Yes. So Mr. AAYAN, we got to know about your dedication towards this hotel and all the important aspects. The viewers also have got to know a lot of things.
Okay.
So one more important thing I always wanted to ask, right? Let us say a customer is been blindfolded, right? And the biryani is given to them. What will make the customer very sure that this is AAYAN'S biryani?
See, before even tasting the biryani, if he tastes my raita also, he will come to know this is from AAYAN'S Kitchen.
Wow, this is the confidence hook, I think.
That's
Okay.
what we have done with our raitas or with the chutneys. We have made it in such a way that people will ask for more.
Okay.
So these small things are the ones which makes a big dish also famous.
Okay, amazing. So initially, definitely there could be failures that happened before you started it, right? Now for AAYAN'S Kitchen to be a big brand,
Yeah.
you have gone step by step. So before you started this, there could be some kind of failures that you all have faced, and the hardships that you have faced. I want to know a little bit more deeper on that. How did this lead to AAYAN'S Kitchen? Before that, what were the difficulties when you started to get and establish some hotel brand?
See, when we started I knew I wanted to open a restaurant, but how to start it, we never knew it. So we got in staff, we got in some help also from here and there. But the thing is, I knew what taste I want. How to make it in such a large quantity and all, I never knew it. If there are 10 dishes, I cannot make 10 dishes and keep and just wait for the customers to order that dishes. So those were the times when I used to make those items so much in a restaurant, and if there were no turn-ups, the customers were less during that time when I started. So those items used to go for a waste. Then what I did is I started studying about it. How do we make it? I started calling those chefs whom I know back in Bombay. So they gave me a process. How do you do it? How do you make so many gravies using one main ingredient? They made me learn how to do it. Then I started hiring staffs in that way. Those staff,
So you personally learned it also? How to
I
do it?
have personally learned it also.
Okay.
And I hired those staff who will give me more ideas. I didn't get those staff, whom I had to teach, you have to do it this way or that way. That takes my time also, that takes my energy also. And what if he leaves also? So
Right.
everything goes for a waste. So starting ways, it was very difficult because to, straight away come into an Indian cuisine. For shawarmas, it was easy because it's a quite fast snack, and people will have it. There will not be so many reviews compared to shawarmas compared to the Indian dishes.
So the idea was get into a hotel or start something small and then get into a hotel. What was
I
the idea?
wanted for Indian food, and shawarmas I was focused into.
In a hotel itself?
In
or hotel
restaurant,
setting
yeah,
itself?
in a hotel setting itself.
Okay.
But the thing is, for these flavors to work is a task. The cooking is different, the marination is different, and for a small outlet, when I started to procure this thing and to keep these things in a small kitchen was very difficult. I did lose a lot of money in those things, but I never lose my vision. So what I did is I came to know, the demand is there, and I couldn't even fulfill because my sittings were also very less. There was only 16 sittings which was there.
So there is a lot of time, money and efforts that has been put, what I can understand.
You have to put it.
You have to put
You
it.
have to put it.
But understanding this now, when you're designing a menu for the customers, right? Is it basically based on, like you said, there are your interests also, that you
Yes.
want a particular dish to be like this, it
Like
has to
this,
taste
yeah.
like this, okay? Has it been only based on that, or you have done the customer analytics also, like looking at the customer's demand also and all that. Because see, sometimes what happens is we stick to one thing and that is served and people like it. We don't see the customer's point of it.
Yeah.
They will eventually like it. Or there are some people who will design the menu according to the customers, right?
Yeah.
So this is something like, you know what, I just wanted to know.
See, all menu items is designed and as per my taste.
Okay.
What I've done.
Okay.
Because I have done as per my taste and the taste of the chef who has told me, you know, we'll do this and this will arrive.
Okay.
I have not done completely as per customer's taste because everybody's taste is different.
Right.
And if they remove some fault with my one gravy, I know it is as per my taste and I know what changes has to be done. But I don't know the customer's taste. And if he has complaint on there and I don't know that taste itself, I
Right.
cannot do anything. So, and I'll be confident, you know, whatever I want, if the customer is having that, so it is like, you know, an achievement that, you know, your taste buds are proper and the customers will be, you know, reliable if they say what is served best at your place. I want 1 kg. So I know his taste and my taste is same. I'll give him this. But if he tells, you know, I want a sample, and if it is no, as per his taste he want and I do it, so he will tell, no, okay, you know, I want it as per this taste. So that amalgamation we can do during that time. But
Just-
the basic is it has to be by my taste because I can then understand their
Right.
point.
Just on a funny note to ask you, when you spoke about the taste, like, you know, just I overheard this from you. When you all had this shawarmas and all, whenever the people used to come there, only you all used to know who is ordering which shawarma.
What taste he wants. Yeah.
You used to know in advance.
Advance. There was action also. Somebody used to say like this. So we used to know King Shawarma.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Somebody used to do, this was the regular shawarma.
The
So they
next
used to
one?
do 2, 3.
Okay.
So there was
For Ariali, was there any
they
action?
used to do this. So, and there was some whom we come to know he wants extreme spicy.
Okay, okay.
So all these gestures we know. Now also we know.
Yeah.
Whoever customer comes, he'll have this biryani. One will have AAYAN'S special biryani.
Okay.
This buy is coming. He wants mutton, Rogan Gosh. 3 pieces should be good. His demand is that only, nothing
Okay.
else. So we come to know.
Wow.
That's like 5 years journey what we have come over here. And you
Yes.
know, if we do not understand that also till now. And the best part is I and my wife are completely there at the restaurant. So that, you know, the staff are also on their toes.
Yes, you all are involved very much in the
We are
business
very
and the
much involved.
management.
Yes.
Yeah. Great thing. Just to ask you another thing. Was this an inspiration that you saw somewhere? Now, what happens is sometimes, for example, I go to Bangalore, right? In Bangalore, also some brands, Meghana's Biryani, right, which have been most of the times. Then there is a few more biryani brands that are in Bangalore. Then when we go to Bombay recently in Bandra, I had was Bombay Lucky Biryani.
Very
so
famous.
we have some inspirations that we take on. Were there any particular restaurant as an inspiration for you? Like, okay, this taste is really very good. Tomorrow I have to do something like, okay, I will reach somewhere there or better than that.
Definitely there is.
Okay.
Like we traveled to Hyderabad, we traveled to Kolkata.
Okay.
Then in Bombay.
Which
we
was
were
your
there
favorite
only.
place in Hyderabad? Which
Hyderabad,
biryani?
see, there are many places people will say Paradise is good, Bawarchi is good. I
Bawarchi.
personally like Sarvi.
Oh, okay.
When I'm asking people from Hyderabad who come to my restaurant, they are like clueless why Sarvi. But
okay.
as per my taste buds, I liked it. In
Okay.
Kolkata, if you go, the taste bud is completely different.
Okay.
They like most of mustard. Their dish is little bit on a sweeter and spicier side. So I take all this inspiration and once a year we make some, you know, alteration in our restaurant. For 1 month we keep Rajasthani dish. 1 month we keep a UP dish. So those all taste buds we explore. But we keep it, you know, in a year, once in a month. Because my basic menu should be there every day. I don't do changes in that.
Wow. Something wonderful to hear, because see, that's where it starts from, right?
Yeah.
When you look into that, and always is that you need to, if you have to compete with someone, right, you'll have to know, okay, there is a reason for you to compete. You have to be deserving to compete with someone. And second thing is, and when you have to be the best, you need an inspiration. There is a route that will actually take you there, right? And I think that is very clear with your vision.
Same way, like some people from Bombay, if they come and have food and they say, "Arey, Bombay ka yaad dila diya." Then I feel, okay, you know,
that's a compliment.
I have done it, so people are appreciating that way also. So you feel good. So
Right.
that appreciation is required, and competition is also required, because so that you be on your, you know, you be grounded.
Right.
You
right.
do not have to fly. Okay, I have the one who have achieved, and nobody is there.
Right.
So competition is also required, because if there is opposition, you will also be in that. I also have to be in that
Work.
game.
Yes.
You
yes.
never know who will come ahead
Right.
of you. So
Right.
those are the things which we work on. Which we have R&D department, which every month we do some tasting
No. Okay.
randomly
Within your hotel itself.
within the hotel itself.
Okay.
We personally also, what we do is we order from Swiggy, Zomato. Our staff don't know that we are ordering.
Oh, okay.
And how
From
is
your hotel only to
from
check
my
it.
hotel.
Okay, okay.
If there is anything, I tell them, I call them, I say, customer has complained, this has not gone properly, that has not gone properly. You have to, deal with it. Sometimes we randomly say, this customer complained to us. So they also feel like, and
Okay.
the best part is whatever negative reviews, whatever comes in, it reaches to us.
Okay.
So our staff are also very well prepared, and they know, okay, whatever communication, it will go to the bosses.
So I think more than this podcast being about AAYAN'S Kitchen, it is more where even all the other hotel owners, or even for the business owners also, are getting to learn a lot from you, right?
I hope so.
It is more into the marketing tactics and how you look into it. It's beautiful. Like, definitely this is going to reach a lot of people, right? Another important part that I just saw in this is when you said that you are also personally ordering things and, you're seeing how it goes and everything. What I wanted to, just make a point here is, when you're talking about handling customers, there are a lot of times where it's very difficult also,
Yes,
right?
yes.
When you're having, let it be handling customers, let it be handling employees also, right? You're having a big team of employees.
Yes.
How many are there totally right now?
20.
20 employees. So you have 20 employees with 20 different mindset, right?
20
And
different
aligning them to the same goal.
Yeah.
Right, that is a challenge. It is a challenge,
It
right?
is a challenge.
We having 7-8 employees only, we feel that. Imagine 20 employees, definitely that will be there. So what were those tough phases in terms of handling employees or in terms of business? Definitely there will be a phase. What was your toughest phase in all these regards?
See, there are toughest phases in all these regions. Like handling staff also is a toughest job, because see, what happened? There are 20 people from from the guy who washes dishes to the chefs.
And from different places again.
Be it from UP or Bombay,
Okay.
but a different mindset, different priorities inside their mind. They are, fights with each other. So they are perspective regarding to, I feel they complain to me regarding, today's food was not good. That day's food was not good. These all complaints come to me. But the thing is, how we address it, we get it on a forum, on a meeting. We tell them to speak individually. We tell them, we educate them in such a way, that there is an elder person, you are not elder to him, so speak it in a good way. Daily education is also required, and to come into, common grounds, wherein, the chef will also say, okay, I'll do this. The other staff will, okay, I'll manage with this. So that's how we have generated this team from, I think, past 3.5 years. I have a same team who's running the show, and it is give and take by both ends. When they face difficulties, I help them out. If I am facing difficulties, if they want an emergency vacation, if I am facing difficulty, they will take that hit for me also. And if I want to take that hit, it is always, give and take relationship between me and them.
Okay.
And they know us. Not even me, they know my family members who come in also, now they know.
Okay.
So it's a relationship, it's not very difficult, but initially it takes time for a new member to get in and, to gel up.
Now it's more like a family.
More
it's like
like a
AAYAN'S family
Yes,
that you all
yes,
have created. Okay. That's a great thing.
That's a very great achievement what we have done.
Yes.
And to educate them is a toughest job, which my wife takes care. Every week there will be a meeting. Every week there will be one hammering. And every week there will be one thing, do the service very well. Do for the chefs, do the cooking very well, because the toughest job is consistency. It is a boring job to do. Cook one gravy same way every time, every day.
Right.
It's a toughest. For the servers also, it is every time keep a smile, whether there is worry in his head or no. Keep a smile. Do a proper communication. Do a proper recommendation. It's a toughest job. to
Yeah,
do.
it's difficult.
But it's a part of life. You have to do those things, and I'm very happy with my staff, and they are very happy with us.
Wow, that's a
good
great thing to understand about the employer-employee relationship,
Yeah.
which is very good. That what we got to know. Yes, so Mr. AAYAN, a lot of learning from you, a lot of business studies that is happening here, because it's covering all the aspects, right?
Yeah.
See, I usually tell people, okay, whatever is there in their curriculum about business in the colleges and all, it doesn't make sense for now because it's very much
Definitely.
theoretical and very much outdated knowledge. They should really have businessmen like you or someone from another industry come and give lectures. You might have heard of Mark Zuckerberg,
Yes.
right? Facebook. He used to personally get invites in top colleges and used to go there in a weekend just to give them
Give
some
knowledge, yeah.
experience. Because like I said, right, knowledge can be shared, experience cannot be shared. So in this experience itself, we are learning a lot of things. I myself am learning a lot of things, right? So that is important. Now, one more important thing. What is the secret behind your biryani? I've heard a lot of people talking about AAYAN'S biryani, a lot of positive comments and a lot of reach. What is the secret behind your biryani?
See, the secret is we make it in a minimal way.
Okay.
There are no special masalas or something.
Okay, okay.
Whatever is available in the market, that masalas we use.
In the Bangalore market?
Bangalore market only.
Okay.
It's a proper way marinated one,
Okay.
proper layered one.
Okay.
And our biryani is famous because it's a proper dum biryani.
Okay.
After the chicken is raw, the rice is on top, and you keep it for about 1 hour 15 minutes on the gas or on the coal.
Okay.
So you keep it, you leave it. Now why is it so special? Because it is cooked together. If I sell it all, it is sold out. If it is not sold, it's a waste. So that pain I take it so that people get that authentic taste. That is the reason, because I am doing this, the appreciation is there from their end. They like the biryanis because they have seen the hard work what goes. Wherever you go, like you order a biryani in any other outlet, just ask for them, is it a dum biryani? If you get an answer, yes, dum biryani, that means a lot of hard work is being taken over there. If they say no, it's not a dum biryani, it's a normal biryani, so you'll come to know the
some
masala is
places I've
separate.
seen they say it's dum biryani, but I don't feel any dum in the biryani.
See, now I cannot comment on that part, but you know, being in AAYAN'S kitchen, you will get a proper dum biryani.
Okay.
Now we prepare in a quantity. If it is sold, it is sold. If it is not sold, it's gone waste.
Right.
So that's the hit what I take, and that's the hit which I'm taking. That's why the appreciation is coming from the customer.
Amazing. Fine. So again, in terms of like, you know, see, when you're running a business, you cannot please everyone, right?
Yeah.
There's a famous quote by Steve Jobs. He says that if you have to make everyone happy, you cannot be a leader. You need to sell ice cream. Right?
Understood. Yeah.
Negatives, positives will be there in every business. We have also faced. When you grow, when you get better and better, there'll be more people to pull you down.
Yeah.
That's how every business works, right? What was that one mistake that you don't want to repeat again, right? In your experience, or what were those things that you felt shouldn't have come across, right? You know, sometimes they can be a customer query, which might be unnecessary customer query,
Okay.
which some like, you know, in short, what you might have come across with. What do you feel is that one mistake?
See, when mistake sense, like if you know you can make one item properly, then only place it in the menu. If it is not there, earlier when we were a small restaurant, we used to put some items, you know, but the authenticity to that item might not have been there. So you get those complaints. अरे ये ऐसा नहीं था, ऐसा थोड़ी होना होता है. So I came to know that, you know, if you cannot do,
you got the feedback from the customer.
I have got multiple feedbacks I have got.
Okay.
So now in our menu, whatever items is there, that we personally prepare it and nobody can question me. So that's what I learned during the small phase. The other phase in related to business tactics, I would say to the other people as well who are into business, if you're putting your hard work, if you're putting your money, if you're putting your sweat, your honesty, your customer, all your staffs are very, you know, well trained and all, do not undercharge your items. I had done it when, you know, when I was small restaurant, you want those customers, it hits back. It hits back in a bad way. So whenever you have all these items, you know, hard work, money, your sweat, your time, that time do not undercharge any menu items. Keep it at that rate wherein, you know, each dish you recover those profits from that. Because what happens is you will think, you know, I'll do right now at a lesser rate, then increase. But the mentality of the customers change. They think that, you know, after this thing, now he's got business, see, now he's taking. But you are taking that money which you wanted to take earlier. But for the customer's perspective, it's not that. They are not wrong in that part. So you charge that thing in a way that, you know, it's not hit to your pocket. You are doing business for what? To gain. But you are taking the hit initially and then you certainly increase. That becomes difficult. So that is a mistake who shouldn't be done.
Okay.
Which I had did it earlier, but I had rectified it.
Wow, amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So yeah, that is also important learning overall. So again, all these being said, you spoke about your personal life, you spoke about some things about the business, you spoke about how to handle the employees. You have given us also a solution. How can you keep the employees happy, right? I've heard you give, there are tours also where employee goes, they get one day out from
Yeah,
your.
like every year they
Yeah.
have been sent to some picnic spot.
Right. So that is
Yeah,
that
it is
recreation
required.
is also there,
Yes.
right? All those things come into place, right? Now, to understand, where do you see Ayan's Kitchen in the next 5 years?
See, right now I'm strongly anchoring my boat in Mangalore itself.
Okay.
There is a vision which is going on now, as per people asking for shawarmas here and there. That vision is also going on. So right now I'm stuck to Mangalore. Yes, in future I would like to expand, but I have got the inquiries for franchisee also.
Okay.
But I'm not going to give for franchisee. If
Okay.
it is, I will own the outlet.
Okay.
Because I have spent lot of hard work, lot of strength,
Okay.
lot of money, and I do not want to give it in the hands, just for the heck of money. I am not into commercial food.
Okay.
We are the place where we cook food. Is I can say I also cook food with the stuff. So
Wow.
in 5 years, yes, there will be definitely a growth in terms of another outlet. But right now my plans are stick to Mangalore, because this is the place which gave me a recognition. This is the place where the customers recognized me. They know me wherever I go. They know me. They tell, "Arey, he's from Ayan's Kitchen." So I cannot leave Mangalore like that only. I don't want to build here and go to a metro city and do business over them. I'm
So
happy.
now you want to serve Mangalore.
I
Customer
have,
loyalty.
see, what happens is, whenever there are many places in Bombay, like, अरे बॉम्बे में गया तो इधर का बिरयानी नहीं खाया क्या, उधर का कबाब नहीं खाया क्या. That's what I want in Mangalore. Anybody landing in Mangalore should know कि you'll get proper authentic dum biryani.
And there is
over
Ayan's
You'll get
Kitchen in
chicken.
Mangalore.
Yeah, I want
Mangalore.
that.
Yes.
It's the vision. That's why from QSR to the restaurant, the vision is very vast. For tomorrow's progress, today's little bit consequences you have to bear.
Right.
So I'm thinking in that way, and this is also going in a certain way that we have planned for.
Okay. So you're saying that you more than continuing or more than giving franchises, you want this as a legacy.
Yes,
Right.
definitely
And this legacy has to continue.
Yeah.
Right. So any inspiration on legacy food that you have, what you have taken from outside?
See, there are a lot of restaurants from outside. Like, if you know, in Pune, there is a Parsi restaurant called Dobarji and Sons,
Okay.
whose fifth, sixth generation
Oh,
is
wow.
going on. I personally, where I live in Vasai, I used to have juice from a shop called Sheetal Juice Center. Now his fourth generation is
Fourth
going
generation.
on. They have continued it, and they are so lucky that they got the generation to carry forward. And I want to be one part of that, wherein I start a legacy, and in future somebody takes care of it for
Right.
make it into generation.
Right.
So we are into legacy. We go to the outlets wherein the ambience doesn't matter, the legacy matters, the
It's
taste
been
matters.
there from a long
Yes,
time.
yes.
That's what matters.
So that's how we are focused into.
I had been to Bombay recently. We had a pav. It was near the Jew beach, right?
Okay.
And that shop is there from, I think, 150 years.
Okay. Now
And-
you went to Bombay. You said Bombay Lucky.
Right.
That name itself, it comes.
Yes.
So it takes a hard work. It takes a lot of dedication. It takes a lot of ups and downs. But once you achieve that, then you are made for it.
So, Mr. Ayan, having experience in this hotelier field and doing a great job, you might have seen a lot of youths nowadays have got a trend or a passion to start cafes.
Yeah.
Right. Everywhere you see cafes
Everywhere.
open.
Yes, yes.
Cafes open. Launch will be done in 3-4 months. The cafes are not there.
Not.
What is your view on this aspect? Like, if a person is really having passion to start his own restaurant, what should his first step be rather than simply starting and closing it?
See, first is passion is required. Then is the funding that is required. You have to calculate, how many months can you survive? Because in hotel industry, they say कि 3 years runway to रहना ही चाहिए.
Okay.
Money
Okay.
Cafe, it's a bit different because it's a fast QSR thing.
Okay.
Now, every cafe here will give you same taste, same coffee, same here. Depends on the taste buds of different people. They come to know about different coffee. I don't come to know. For me, all coffee I feel same, because I'm not a coffee drinker. But those who are opening with some passion, they should focus on some of their USP items. That I make this nicely, that nicely, and stay with it. Because of this trend issues, do not go with those items. Sometime it is 1 month this item is there, sometime second month chocolate strawberry is there, this is there. Everybody starts following that trend. And what happens is then you lose your focus. When you are focused that I want to do it this way, minimal items, my minimal average order value should be so much, and the cogs, like the whatever your overheads are, you're fixed.
Right.
Overheads are, you should come to know, but within 3 to 6 months you'll come to know that you can scale it up or you cannot. Just don't go for it. Passion hai kiya. Now suppose for me, like in trading,
Right.
I have not yet fully focused,
Right.
so I cannot go fully in also.
Yes.
Now I go in, I do loss, I come out 3 days, I'll take a break, because I know I have not given that dedication to that thing.
Right.
I cannot go in that. So same with this business. It's a not easy business. Cafes open, so many cafes open in a month, so many closes down. The thing is, I think if he is a tenant, the landlord is the only one who's earning money. The whatever
Right.
food license and all, they are earning money. If you have some plan, some proper plan with basic things, it will work. But you have to put your sweat, money, time, everything, and then if you
And,
put everything, then you have to leave it to the Almighty.
And as a founder, you have to know to do everything.
Everything.
At the beginning, you
Yeah.
cannot get a big team and do it. You have
Never
to
do
do the
that.
sales also. You have to do everything. Maybe
I know in a small restaurant wherein I washed vessels,
Okay.
my wife was cleaning tables, my manager was sweeping floors, because we came it with a limited funding just to know how is it going to work.
That's how
then
it
you
started.
come to know. Then you come to know eventually.
Right.
Don't go fully in. Then there is a white elephant in your room and you cannot do anything.
Right.
Don't
Right.
do that. And if you are focused, you can achieve. You can.
Another important demand question from all our people who follow Ayan Kitchen a lot: is there a comeback for shawarma? Right?
Yes.
Is the giant getting back in your menu? So that is the question that everyone wants to know.
There is definitely, it's in a vision board, and soon in a couple of months we'll be launching our shawarmas back in Mangalore itself. We are looking for some locations here
And all the time, Haryali will definitely be there.
all the flavors which people are missing, that will definitely come in.
Okay.
And it will be much more better than the earlier ones,
Right.
with the flavors more. And yeah, it will be there.
I think my podcast is the first place where this is being
where I have
launched.
revealed.
Wow, amazing.
This is
So
the first
congratulations.
place. Thank you.
And we are happy to know. I am happy more. I don't know, audience might be double happy, but I am very happy about it.
Thank you.
Right? Yes, so Mr. Ryan, your final message to all our viewers, and your thoughts, and something a very important takeaway for them from this podcast.
So takeaway to the young generation, basically I would like to say, keep focused. If you want to go into an hospitality field, it's a vast project you have to do. You have to deal with lot of customers with lot of expectations. So be focused in whatever you are doing. Do minimal thing, but do it in a best way. Keep your USPs very, very right. Be very, determined to where you want to go, what you want to achieve, and then take a call on what you want to do in life. Rather be it hospitality business or some other business. Keep focused, keep determination.
Wow, amazing. Such a wonderful and insightful conversation with
Thank
you,
you.
Mr. Ryan. We learned a lot of things. We got a lot of our questions about what is going inside Ayan's kitchen. That's, we know how it works from inside. The brand is known to everyone outside, right?
Yeah.
Now this was a time to go inside and understand how the things work. And normally I don't see people doing much of hotel related podcasts, right? So I am also privileged to get a person with me who's accepted our invite and who's come here. Second thing is, guys, we're definitely going to put the contact number of Ayan's Kitchen. Please do order. And I think when the podcast is out that day also. Second thing I just want to mention, this is not a paid podcast. He's been invited here as a guest and we have invited him. So he's come here out of love to share the knowledge, and indirectly, definitely what he's spoken about Ayan's Kitchen, people already know about the brand, and about your dedication to serve Mangalore. Let it continue and let it get better and better. This is my only wish.
Thank you. Thank you, Vinith, so much for hosting me here. As I said, this is my first ever podcast I've done. First time I'm little socially active. So thank you very much for getting me here. And all the best to you too also for your trading academy.
Thank you.
And may we both prosper.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Ayan.
Hello, Mr. Ayan. Thank you so much for being a part of this wonderful podcast with VInith Dcosta Associates. And we have got great insights from you.
Thank you.
Now let us have some rapid fire round. Okay. The first one, Perfect taste or presentation?
Perfect taste.
Okay. Experimenting new dishes or playing safe with bestsellers?
Playing safe with bestsellers.
Okay. If your biryani was a celebrity, who would it be?
Salman Khan.
Okay. Underrated dish or overrated hype?
Underrated dish.
Okay. Viral reel or a loyal customer?
Loyal customer.
One dish you will never remove even if people stop ordering it?
Biryani.
Okay. One food trend you wish would just disappear?
Cooking Maggie in Fanta or Mirinda
Okay.
juice, I've seen it over there.
Yes. Okay. If your biryani had a warning label, what would it say?
Very hot.
Okay. And next, one thing your staff would complain about you.
I'm being strict for the consistency.
Okay. Now the final one. If Ayan's Kitchen had a tagline, what would it be?
Regal flavors, timeless traditions.
Okay. Thank you so much and all the very best in
Thank
your
you.
business. Thank you.